So honestly, this zombie deck is cracked right now, and not that many people are playing it. I have a variation that's running a card that not many people have really played around with. It tends to sit quite low at the play rate levels, but trust me, reports are coming in. Sightings of Horsey Gambit have dropped to record lows. For months he was the only thing keeping the horde in the ground. He is no longer answering, and the ladder as we know it might be in danger. The dead are moving freely. Most survivors are ignoring them, and that may prove to be a mistake, because something is holding them together. Strife. And tonight they also have a goddess. Authorities advise players not to engage. Reports suggest the horde may be climbing towards Infinite. We advise you watch closely. So as you can tell, I've had a bit more free time this week, and with that, I've also discovered a cracked deck. So here we have the usual zombie deck. We have the zombie Scarlet Witch, the zombie Fantastic, zombie Sentry, and Hunger. Now, they're all congregating at the graveyard right now, and is the push of the horde we need to keep a lookout for. They are the 4 enabler cards that kind of make a zombie deck what it needs to be, and kind of the core here. If we push along the path slightly, we'll see Kitty Pryde and Surge. Now these two cards work perfectly. Kitty Pryde being able to be placed onto zombie Scarlet Witch's location turn after turn, and also just filling up the right location so zombie Sentry can get an extra trigger. That's always great. And Surge is in here because you want to try and get the zombie cards out as soon as possible, and having her constantly reduce the cost of things maybe hits Kitty Pryde, which is perfect if you have zombie Scarlet Witch as well, is definitely something not to be understated. Then as we move towards the center, we have the mastermind behind the whole thing. This is Strife, the card that people are probably forgetting about. His play rate is relatively low, and trust me, in this deck he is amazing. He sits here mainly for 2 reasons. You've probably seen a couple of on reveals and nothing's jumping out to you as, oh, you'll want to pair them with it. But if we pan out here a little bit, we'll see Zombie Giant Man and Arnim Zola sitting down in the woods. Now these two are the main targets. Obviously Zombie Giant Man works great with a zombie deck. You're going to want to play it more than likely turn 5. However, the other option is playing Strife, and if Strife hits Zombie Giant Man, you get yet another trigger. The other option for Strife to hit is Arnim Zola, which is arguably the better one. If you play Strife on turn 6, you can play it on top of the Zombie Giant Man location, and then it will summon 2 Zombie Giant Mans to the other locations, which is just insane. And more than likely will win you the game, unless you're hit by a Shadow Man, for example, or the infamous Horsey Gambit. Then as we move up into the mountains, we have Venus, the goddess, looking out over all of this. The card that I won't be surprised if it gets taken a look at, but when it's used in a zombie deck, as you've probably seen, is perfect. Every single time a zombie triggers, she buffs it by an extra 1. And if you're wanting to get your Zombie Giant Mans as high as possible, she obviously works great here. And also works great if used with Zombie Mr. Fantastic. Now as we move up the path towards the Infinite Gates, we have Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man is in here as kind of your backup plan for Zombie Giant Man. If you don't really have the Strife combo or Arnim Zola, you can always just Absorbing Man on turn 6 and get another Zombie Giant Man off. The other thing that is not to be looked over is if you Surge on turn 2 and hit Absorbing Man on turn 3, you can just play Absorbing Man and then you have 2 Surges proccing every turn of the game, which can be pretty nuts. And lastly, as we move towards the gates, we have Hawkeye Kate Bishop. Now she might seem like the odd one out here, but there's a couple of reasons. She's an on-reveal card that can summon more on-reveal cards for Strife. You can also play Acid Arrow onto Zombie Scarlet Witch's location for another free proc. And also they count as tokens for Zombie Mr. Fantastic. And for those 3 reasons alone, and the fact that she's just a great card, I think she deserves to join the Zombie Horde deck. Now, do we think this deck is going to be able to make the march all the way up to the Infinite Gates and get us there? Well, let's find out. I hope you guys are ready to join me on that journey. Right, so just before we jump into it, let's get a couple of things on the board. Gambit sightings, because the whole reason this deck is working is because this card isn't showing up, so every time he does show up, we're going to count it on this tally. And obviously the other one, our rank position. Infinite being the gate, and the aim we have for the end of the video. So let's see how far this horde can get. That's awkward, but we do have a decent start here. I'll leave the right open. The left, sorry. It's a bit awkward leaving the left open because then I can't. Yeah, I can't reliably play Zombie Giant Man here and then hit it with like Arnim Zola or something.
Get over here!
That's nice. That's very nice from Asteroid M there. I appreciate that one. Zombie Scarlet Witch is going to get pulled here. Do I just give up on Hawkeye? Probably do. Super Giant, okay. So whatever I play here doesn't get revealed until the end. I can do Zombie Giant Man at the end, but we know what these decks are like. They're just going to play Negasonic. Okay.
Kill that guy.
Well, they just decimated their shield. I don't think they realized that. I also don't know why they didn't move it to Captain America's location, but well. Sentry isn't getting pulled and neither is Kitty. This location just worth it? You know, I think we're in a decent position.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
But I'm gonna send Silk back here. And I'll get shot by Fisk Tower. This is probably... Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're more than fine. Perfect.
Victory!
It's looking decent. Fisk Tower. Ah, Fisk Tower makes Zombie fantastic. Awkward. I could just... Oh, I can't just not play it. I could just play it here. But no. I've got to bite the bullet eventually. Oh, that was always going to happen, wasn't it? Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. We still have the Venus Kitty Pryde play for next turn, which is pretty good. Do Venus. Yeah, I think it's Kitty Pryde. They're snapping. Interesting. Ghost Rider. Okay, that does change things, I won't lie. We don't have... Ah, shoot. Yeah, we don't have Zombie Giant Man down.
Wakanda forever!
I just need to draw Arnim Zola. Well, I don't want to snap in case he has Cosmo. Ooh, it's quite a high number to beat as well.
Two more shall take its place.
Yeah, we've got it. Nice.
Victory.
Even after the Cosmic Ghost Rider and the Fisk Tower. Oh, please land Hunger on the left. It'd be so good if you do. Nice. Almost snap worthy. Ooh. That, however, is tricky for us, but not impossible. Kind of comes down to Arnim Zola, really. Fin Fang Fu. Ooh. This is pretty good. That's always going to hit Finn. Yeah, and I was assuming they'd play there. Okay. So they are Hela. Do we beat Hela? If I do this now, Finn's going off. Yeah, I think it's the right time for Finn to go off. We just really need Arisham. And then they are going to try and hope that Finn lands here. Okay, our two win conditions are either we get Absorbing Man or we get Arnim Zola. Because Arnim Zola hitting any of these three is just excellent.
Minions to me.
Okay, that is to be expected, but they've done it early, so I can kind of play around it. Wow, okay. I mean, I don't think they're gonna have anything. The beat, yeah, I thought so. Even if I just played Finn here, I think they wouldn't be able to beat it. This is really good placement for us. I'm so sorry, guy. Oh, Venus. Venus with Stark is nice. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, you know. With this deck, I always want to leave a location open for Zombie Giant Man. So my thought process: play Hawkeye here for Zombie Scarlet Witch, Venus, and an arrow here, leaving a space open. However, if I do that, it's not guaranteed to put the zombie on Hawkeye's location. We'll see. Strife's pretty good for Zombie Giant Man, though. Okay. The game is on. Ah, shoot. It's got to be basic arrow. It actually went here as well. Super Giant. You know, Supergiant is actually fine. This is the Modok deck, isn't it? So we can send Strife to the other two locations. Because he'll reveal... You want this one? Maybe we want this one. Well, I think it's just the same difference, isn't it? But the Zombie Sentry gives the Horde more power, which makes more sense. Wait, is Strife going to proc before? He is, right? That's what we need to happen. Nice. That's Modok, definitely. Titan got us that one.
You won't need this anymore. Enough said, Bob. Enough said, Bob.
It doesn't work like that.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Shit. I thought it worked like that. If the Horde goes left, that's pretty good. Surge just better here. Surge, if Surge hits Hunger, that's our best outcome. You know what, I'll just play it anyway. Oh, this isn't good though. But it's salvageable. Because I can just fill the middle location. Jocasta, so they're that Phantom X list. Now we just make a huge zombie giant man. And then absorbing man it. Mega Sentinel is going to hit highest power, right? Yeah. Now the question is, do they get greedy? And not activate it yet, or...
Opponent snapped.
Because that's the thing. If they activate it now from being smart... we'll see. I actually don't know what ends up being better. Strife it's absorbing, man. It doesn't actually do what we want it to. I think that seems pretty decent. We're spreading our power out quite a bit. They're likely to just play Gambit and something else. Mega Sentinel hits Absorbing Man, then it hits Zombie Giant Man. Or it probably hits Horde. Don't know. It'll be 50-50. This has to hit something weak.
Nice.
That'll do. Hit Surge. I'll take it.
Victory.
It definitely wasn't for hitting two very weak targets. We'll be screwed there, but I'm relieved. So at this point I was relieved, which lasted about 10 minutes because it turns out people had started figuring out how to kill the zombies. They go into Galactus. Is that what this deck does? It does Galactus. Yeah, that's a 14 Galactus. I don't really beat that if I let Strife do the Zombie Giant Man.
Oh, snap.
I have to Zombie Giant Man myself. Which, to be fair, is still a very good play. Then I don't know what Strife's doing. I guess it's hitting, like, Surge or something. Although Maverick on a Brood... might still have me. Oh, a Silver Surfer. Yep, they got me. I don't think there's anything... Oh, Strife? No. Nope, Strife can't hit anything good, sadly. Okay, so it has to be Zombie Giant Man and Kitty Pryde. We just do this.
Wakanda forever!
Knowledge is power.
Yeah. I had a right to be worried, it seems. Ah, shoot. So close yet so far. Now, I think we have to hit Zombie Giant Man for this to work. Zombie Giant Man?
2 more shall take its place.
Because that would have been huge. But I'll take a 50-50 loss, especially against Cerebro. The sun is now deciding to make an appearance. Like I'm blind to my camera. Sorry for that. Okay, we definitely Zombie Scarlet Witch here. Nico to destroy a forge. Is that Galacti? Ooh, that's annoying. Yeah, it's Galacti. I don't know why they got rid of the intro that Galacti had. Ooh. Absorbing Man on Surge is underrated, by the way. Bit. I just realized I played Kitty Pryde after Surge, didn't I? It's fine, it's fine. We end up winning both locations. Slightly troubling. Okay, Venus, Zombie, Kitty. Then we're just looking at getting Zombie Giant Man, otherwise we're kind of screwed. So let's rethink that. With the possibility of Arnim, Zola, well, Strife hitting Arnim on Zombie Horde. That could be another out. Unless they play Magic, which can also happen. Voila. However, we have kind of now screwed ourselves. Here we go.
Snap.
Yeah, because Strife's just gonna hit Arnim Zola, not Zombie Giant Man. The thing is, we've used Absorbing Man. Let's do that first, then Zombie Giant Man. And then we're gambling on Arnim hitting one of those two. It's a big gamble. I wonder if they're weighing up if this deck would run like a Scarlet Witch or something. Okay, they only have one Galacti card middle. Ah, let's hope the heart of the cards is on our side this time round. You have to hit Zombie Giant Man. To be fair, Zombie Horde is a close second. Ah, never mind.
Victory.
We don't get to see if my gamble paid off. Oh, okay. We kind of need to make sure the hunger lands on here. Galacti. Nice. It seems to have been landing where I wanted it to, which is nice. Although, to be fair, it doesn't actually matter too much against this deck. They don't really have many tech cards. Ah, that's not great. To be fair, a lot of this isn't feeling great. I'm almost relying on the opponent to play magic. But to be fair, we're also almost nearing the point where we can block them out completely. Neither of those are Galacti cards. Now, whilst this is nice, we really need to do this. Almost tempted to snap just to throw them off. Do they magic, do we think? Well, they almost have to, unless they've hit Galacti with Surge, or, well, Majestic Wingbeat now. And they have that, so it's no longer the case. Now, do we think they hit it? Because they actually have no Galacti cards on the left. We could be okay. Need to do it this way around, so we don't fill the space. I'm not convinced. Ah, stick. Okay, then we're fine.
Hail Hydra!
I didn't want to snap because if they didn't have Galacti, that would have more than likely caused them to leave. Nice.
Victory.
I'm getting deja vu. You go left again? Not so fortunate this time. Yeah, really not so fortunate this time. Okay. Don't know why I had a feeling I was going to hit this card. 3 negatively impacting locations. What have they got up their sleeve? Spider-Punk, which is definitely hitting my zombie horde. Oof, I can't play anything. I'm actually not going to be able to play anything next turn either. I guess if I hit Strife, I can play Strife. Okay, so they're a move deck, but they're also behind themselves. No Strife, just Venus. Which also doesn't feel great. Let's see how this goes. Because their position doesn't feel too hot either, but very strange deck they're running there. Not convinced by this, but do we ever think they don't play here? Yeah, I really don't know. I was thinking maybe they play Heimdall. But it's not like I'm going to be able to do much with that information. If they play Heimdall and leave the left, then yeah, that's a problem. But right now, I'm worried about Hydra Stomper scaling. So it did happen. Nice that it ended up that way, though.
Victory.
I will pretend that I planned the points to perfectly counter it. Okay, we keep starting with the hunger. I really don't know what's going on. Not that I'm complaining, because it's probably the best start we could get. And then we can do Zombie Scarlet Witch. Venus, we lose Strife. It's not great, but this is probably not great for them to lose either. Okay, well, we can't play on Genosha like I was going to before it was revealed. What are they playing? We think.
Oh, snap.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Then for Genosha, we can just play Zombie Giant Man because we should be fine. And then probably just Arnim Zola. Yeah, Sandman is perfectly fine because they just play Doom. And they probably don't expect this.
Cut off one head, two more.
With the one downside being if this was Shadow King. But if that's Shadow King, then all power to them because I have no idea why they play it now. Ah, Aurora. Nice.
Victory.
Sinister London. Oh, Sinister London's interesting. With double Venus and like double zombie procs, double zombie giant man kind of shenanigans. Thank you for arriving on cue.
Snap.
Honestly, I think I feel justified in doing that. So my plays on the left are going to be Zombie Mr. Fantastic, then Zombie Giant Man, then Absolving Man. This is kind of crazy. It's not going to surprise me if they retreat. The one thing being, obviously, if they have a Shadow King. They look kind of a base level Zola. Insane. I do feel bad for them. They're playing Zoo and I'm out here being super toxic with this. I guess they are just a bot, honestly, it's possible.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy. Damn.
Yeah.
Victory.
I'm sorry. The Horde has reached the gates to Infinite. Survivors are advised there is nowhere left to run. I was literally just about to say, this is one of those games where Venus would be nice. I think for that reason, I kind of play Hawkeye instead, so that I can guarantee myself a 1-drop next turn. Although, Surge almost guarantees me a 1-drop for that turn. The turn being Zombie Scarlet Witch, then Venus and a 1-drop. Strife. Okay. Strife is always going to be Arnim Zola, meaning we need middle to be Zombie Giant Man. And we hope that the Horde goes left.
Opponent snapped.
You're snapping.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
1-drop, please. Nice, okay. That's actually perfect. Now we just need to hope for the Horde to go left. Perfect. Iska. We feel like Iska there is okay. Kind of. We'll see. We'll see. Lost my confidence a little bit. If I get Hunger, however, I think I'll be okay. Because then I can Hunger on the right. Venus can go crazy, then Strife can double Zombie Giant Man.
All systems go.
She's going to go up by 20, however. Ooh. Yeah, that's rough. So, Zombie Mr. Fantastic triggers Strife. We can't play Kitty Pryde. What are we gonna get? Zombie Mr. Fantastic puts Horde to 15. We need to beat 40 power, 44 possibly. And maybe Ascani's son too. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Zombie Giant Man makes it 23 plus whatever he's gonna be. So this will be like 16 plus 14, 30 plus 1. Yeah, maybe it's okay. Do I snap? Shit, I didn't mean to snap. Did I mean to snap? I don't know, you know. This is a heck of a gamble because I think I would have got to Infinite with 4 cubes. I didn't need 8. Okay, well, we avoid the possible Negasonic. Shadow King. They reset their Iska though. Oh, but they got Akari. I think we're okay.
Hail Hydra!
Yeah, because they reset their own Iska. Perfect.
Victory.
What an end to the video. Oh no, I actually did need 8. I think that makes it even better.